Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We are into the A318 again, and we were last at Shannon at gate 32 from the flight from London City. And now we're going to take the bird off to JFK. So PFPX calculated 6 hours and 25 minutes of flight time for today in this tiny little aircraft. A little thing to say just before we get going. PFPX didn't like the same zero fuel weight that we use on a flight up to Shannon from London City. So let's just say we kicked some passengers out and some cargo out with the passengers. So yeah, we may have done that a bit. But yeah, that's just so PFPX liked it and I can actually get a proper flight plan for our flight. So catering's loading on. Got a very big catering vehicle here, and I fixed GSX. As you can tell, catering's working, and we should get baggage loading on the GSX. Let me go and get the load fuel and load sheet, and they'll give us a load sheet here. So I've loaded up 51 passengers. Apparently, only not a lot of cargo, as I'm assuming these passengers are just going on a business trip and not actually let's say a holiday, just a business trip to New York. Probably this is what they would normally, because this is only business class. This setup, I don't think is actually in modelled business class. But yeah, so we'll get everything loading on. Cool. So it's all finished. It's actually done. It's catering. I'll go and close those doors. And you'll see that actually it goes away and it realises the doors are closed, which is good. Right, we'll get these to nav 1, 2, and 3. We'll get the mosaic lights armed. There's no portable electronic devices getting fuel loaded on, so we'll set seatbelt signs to. That's not. There we go. Set seatbelt signs to off for now, and we'll get the PFD and NDs loaded up like so, and ECAMs. No, it's a bit too bright there. There we go. Perfect. Right, FMGC. So we're running the 1807 database, and we go to the init page, and I have put in a company route. So all I have to do is enter in KJFK. Boom, it's going to wait for a bit, and it's entered all the flight plan in as if I go over here. Ta-da. So, we are Speedbird 1, cost index 30. It's going to start our cruise at 380, I don't expect any step climbs. No step climbs. And, yeah, here comes an exciting flight. Oh, minus 61 degrees centigrade up there. That is pretty cold. Zero fuel weight, we can't just put in just yet, I don't think. Let's see what the zero fuel weight would be if I loaded all the cargo on. It would be. Does that go up with passengers loading? I'm not sure. The passengers are almost loaded. We're going to have a block fuel 14.9. As soon as passengers are finished, there's not a lot of passengers on this flight today. I'll just put it in just to be sure. Okay, GSX now loading the passengers. It thinks there's only 24. That beeping noise, I think, needs to go. Aerosoft, please. That can come on. Oh, that can come on. These can go into auto. And yeah, I mean, I think I quite like these on. Like, just even in the day, this looks good. Do you not think? Even like the intake lights. There they are. There we go. It's kind of cool, right? I'll keep them turned on for now. Maybe this one doesn't need the floodlight, but still, that looks pretty cool. So I'm just going to show off the lights, really. There's no other way to show them off until the third part, I think. RS is a line of 3 minutes. So conditions at Shannon right now, QNH is 1022. If I click the letter B, it should all do that for me. Nice. So I'm assuming it's done. It's all it's loading there. The 0 fuel weight that can go in, and boom, cool. So done the init. We'll go to the flight plan. We'll do the departure quickly. Out of 24, we are doing the unbeg to Bravo, which is that last one there. And oh no, discontinuities. Taking off from runway 24 as well. Cool. Right. Because we're getting fuel, because of the fueling, that estimated fuel on board is going up. It's quite low right now, but it's taking a while for the fuel to load up then. Go to the perf page. You'll just sit here for now. I'll probably skip the video for this whole fuel to load on board, but GSX is still going to take its time. Well, not actually. It's only got a little bit of baggage to load on apparently. I'm not sure. I might just skip the video because the fueling is going to take a long time. So yeah. And then once the fueling's done, we can turn on the APU and the seatbelt signs. So I will be back with the aircraft all closed up and everything. I'll see you in just a moment. Alrighty, welcome back. Fuel's loaded on. I just realised I can do an instant load fuel if I wanted to, which I did. So yeah, we've done that. So got all the fuel loaded on. We will go and get the seatbelt signs turned on, and APU can start up like so. And in the meantime, we can go and prepare for pushback, straight pushback, and it's all good. Okay, we're gonna do what's the length of runway 24? I've forgotten. Airport info. Runway 2. Oh, it's 3,000 meters. So we will do flaps 1 for takeoff. Flexing to 67 degrees. I'm gonna keep that. Actually, I'm gonna bring that down to like 45 because we are. Well, actually, we've not got much to do with fuel weight. Let's go 60. Let's go 60.
Good day, sir. Just waiting for some apron traffic while the tug's position.
Cool. Oh, of course, that timer starts on cold and dark, doesn't it? For some reason. Weird. Right, we'll go get the RSs lined up. Like so. And we'll check our departure out.
Lock in the gear.
So that looks perfect. Nice. Okay, back to the first flight plan page, back to the perf page. Flight plan, perf, awesome. GSX connecting up, waiting for the AP to fully start up, which actually is available already. Nice. AP bleed, fuel pumps.
Tug is in position, bypass pin is inserted. Apron's now clear, ready to push.
Ground services.
Release parking brakes, please.
Get rid of everything. Like so. And what we shall do is make sure we've got everything ready. So we've done the flight plan, done the perf, everything's good there. We have the fuel on board that is required. We're only going to be using 13 tons, so we should have around about 2 tons coming back to land into what's it called? JFK. And let's go release parking brakes.
Clear behind. Commencing push.
We're going to lock our door as well.
Engines clear. Start at your discretion.
Starting at discretion. Okay, so we'll have to start whenever we want. So we'll go ignition start. Starting number 2 and start that timer. Beacon light as well. Cool. Also need to keep a lookout for where we're getting pushed back here. So where we taxied down to get to this, to get to here, we're gonna go back, pretty much back that way, back up to runway 24 via Delta, Delta 1, Delta 2. Cool. Pushback should end soon. I would say about here will do. Cool. Right, let's go start number 1.
Push now complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake is set. Cool. It's at 2000 on the TCAS actually. And I haven't done Project Fly just yet, so what I'll do is just keep it in that view so you can see the engine spool up as I select the Project Fly.
Unlocking the gear.
And Project Fly is not done yet. Okay, great. Thank you, Project Fly. And now, oh, actually, there's a plane flying over my house right now. It's cool. It's quite loud though. I don't know if you can hear it through the mic. I always get planes flying over my house. So cool. Cool. Right, I'm happy with Project Fly now. And tug is finished. Engines all started up. Let's do the flight control page. Flight control check. Bring that ignition mode to normal. So full right, full left, all the way down, all the way up. Rudder to the right, rudder to the left. Wonderful. So flight controls are all good. Actually, just going to set our down 1.3. I've never had this before. There we go. And we shall release the parking brakes as we set flaps 1, and spoilers can be armed. Really a lot of power today getting out of here. We are heavy in the fuel. Well, on the PFPX calculate, so our takeoff weight, well, actually our takeoff weight is a lot lower than our limit actually. I thought I'd change some things, but I didn't actually. Well, PFPX calculated like 500 kilograms over max takeoff weight, so I just deleted a couple things, and for some reason it made us go 10 tons lighter, or 9 tons. So don't know how that's worked. Cool. Let's take a right turn. And look, the lights on now. And we get the AP turned off as soon as we turn around here. Cool. Bring in the power again. Right, automatic max, takeoff config normal, AP is now coming off. Awesome. So we're carry on taxiing down Delta 1, then we're going to cross Hotel 1 and Hotel 2 onto Delta 2, which is pretty much straight on now. Continue down Delta 2 all the way to the start of runway 24. I'm trying to get some, yeah, we need quite a lot of power. Let's get the aircraft moving.
Approaching 3, 1.
Those runways do not exist anymore. RASPro. RASPro is like a program that does the announcing of approaching runways and on taxiways and all that thing. Right. I should check the transition altitude. So we're doing the unbed 2 Alpha, was it, or 2 Bravo? 2 Bravo. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet, which I believe is entered. Nice. Yeah, interesting departure, looking at the charts. So we're going to be above 1,800 feet on our first waypoint. So yeah. So we're all set for our takeoff. You can see down here, there's no blue. Right, I'll start bringing the throttles to idle now, because I don't want to go any faster than what we're doing right now. 30 knots. Right. Whoopsies. Let's go set this up to 380. I have been forgetting to set my altitudes, but it's fine. It's not the biggest. It's not even a problem. Right. So the runway should be this here. Yeah. Cool. We'll get some braking going. Done a turn around this corner too fast. 20 knots around this little corner is fine. Like so. And there's no aircraft landing or on the runway. Good. What we'll do, turn right and spin ourselves around to line up the runway. So we get a nice full length. Get the landing lights on and the strobes. Cool. Let's get a nice full length takeoff. We have. Alright, we'll spin it all the way around now. Like so. Nice. Runway 24. Right. Let's get going. Chrono, start. And Seagas TARA, bring the thrust up to flex. Not toga. Man, flex. SRS runway. Thrust.
On
Set.
taxiway. On taxiway.
Yeah, that's Raspro saying that, but Afghan's a bit off. SP's alive. 100 knots. Oh, I've got to get the weather system line and turn it on and afterwards rotate. Well, that took a lot of yoke movement to get the aircraft in the air. Positive climb, gear up. Quickly get the weather turned on. Like I said, that's not a big issue as well. There's no weather to be concerned about. Looking at this, a lovely day in Shannon. Lovely. Right, we're airborne. We are accelerating, which is a nice thing to see. That's all good. Yeah, there's a bit of a wind, so the aircraft's just trying to goes to the right there. I'm going to keep it in flex mode until we actually bring the nose down. And then we'll bring this down to climb. Get the autopilot turned on. Okay, so Orbx disarmed. Spoilers are now disarmed. We'll keep flaps 1 now until we pass the slat speed. Like so. Flaps are coming up. Wonderful. And up to 250 knots we go. I can come out probably like to 40 nautical miles. Not much twisting and turning for our departure, so I think it would be good just to zoom out all the way here. Oh, the immersion's really good in the Aerosoft Airbus. They really get that. It's really good. I recommend getting this. It's a great price. If you're about to start a flight sim, you don't have a good PC as well, the Aerosoft Airbus will do good for you. Right. As soon as we pass 5,000, we'll get the cinematics going. Well, set the standards first. There we go. Oh, that synced there. Cool. Well, that's very loud as well. I'll see you in the descent into New York, JFK, in 6 hours' time. Well, 3 minutes for you, lucky not things. Yeah, so 6 hours' time we should be in the descent into New York, hopefully with enough fuel. Let's say PFPX calculated the right how much the Aerosoft Airbus uses its fuel. Well, the fuel plan by Aerosoft calculated it's alright. So we should all be good. So, I'll see you in the descent. Enjoy the cinematics. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down to New York JFK, or New York Kennedy International, is what you would normally call it. If you're a passenger, as us as the captain and the pilots of this flight, it is JFK for us. Right, we've just come past 18,000 feet and we require, the QNH, which is 1023, which we're entering. Like so. Also, I'm not sure if I should change it to inches, but we are British and we're proud of our QNH instead of inches, or HPA, so we'll just keep it like that. So, yeah, so it's 27 degrees, and the winds are 160 at 13 knots. As well, so we'll actually enter in all of those digits. So 1023, 27, that's a 4, 27, there we go, 160 at 13 knots. Okay, so we are doing an ILS into 13 left, and barrier will be 212. Well, let's go and put the MDA in, which is the same as the radio, which is 200. That's all done. Go around to be up to 4,000 feet, which I've set in right now, but we have to descend it a bit more. After this waypoint from CCC, we were going to go down to Robert, which is over here, but I kind of made myself go direct to the start of the ILS. I may just do some random headings to vector myself around in, so that'll be all good. It's about flying for 5 hours and 40 minutes, so just under 6 hours. And we're running out of fuel. Oh, what's these? We're running out of fuel. Expected to land with 0.9 tons. So yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. So next time when I plan PFPX, instead of saying a minimum fuel required, I'll put maximum just to make us get a little bit more fuel than we should have. So it's a bit more safer, let's just say. Cool. So on our ILS, there's a waypoint called Telex, which is meant to be at 2,100. It does say above, so let me actually go and put that to be at 2,100. Probably same for this one. No, that's good. Cool. Which is 1,500 feet. Now it wants to be at that altitude. Now it's back to normal. Cool. Okay. Awesome. We are going to do a medium autobrake landing because we're landing on Terminal 7, which is right at the almost at the start of 13 left. So coming out, exiting on Whiskey or Delta would be lovely. So we're doing medium autobrake. Landing, parking up at Terminal 7. It's any of the gates there. That's all good. Right, we will get seatbelt signs turned on now. And speed should be coming down to 250 knots. Cool. I want to try and do a CDA, but it might be a tight squeeze here because doing a CDA would just help the fuel. But tight squeeze. Okay. Take some wing views here. It's very loud. I adjusted this engine view a bit, so it's a bit more zoomed in, looks more realistic. This one's still quite zoomed out, but yeah. So this view is a bit more realistic in terms of zooms, 0.85 zoom. I've adjusted the gear view, so when we bring the gear down, I'll go to this view, and it's a lovely view of the gear coming down, which is awesome. Oh, nice. So look at this lovely scenery at JFK, or New York, sorry. This is New York. Well, pretty much everywhere around here is just city and everything. What? That is an airport named, I'm assuming that is the Long Island MacArthur. That airport. There was a airport behind us in this direction somewhere. Not that one. That one in the distance. West Hampton Beach, New York. Cool. I'm guessing all of these from the Navigraph charts. Quite interesting. Down to 40 knots. 40 nautical miles, not knots. They both start with the N, but chose the wrong one. Right. So, we've just passed Calverton. About to approach up to 10,000 feet, where we're going to get the lights turned on. And I just can't believe you see this tiny little aircraft, which is British Airways, landing in New York. So I just don't see how that aircraft can get over here, like, from Ireland. It's crazy, so it's impressive. I think I said ages ago, like at the start of the video, it's like 80 passengers maximum. I just actually found out this is not 80 passengers. I was told wrong by someone. I'm not going to say any names. And in fact, it is actually 32. So I'll adjust that into PFPX and get some more accurate weights for our third part of the series. This view is amazing. I did find on my stream that I did off to JFK from Amsterdam, there's a lot of golf parks in New York. This is one there. Just everywhere. Just dotted around. So, yeah. These lights are actually so much better than the old version of the Aerosoft Airbus. A lot better. Let's hope our FPS coming in is awesome as well. Let's get landing lights turned on. I've got the retractable ones down there, should be. Well, those lights should be on. There we go. Cool. So pretty much direct to TEDx. I might... what altitude is meant to be at? 3,000? 2,100. So I bring this down to 2,100. And what I'll do is pretty much... I think it's like 3,000 feet. I'll put us on a manual heading, the approach, and just swing us around into a nice approach, other than doing a weird, really, really tight turn. So yeah. So cool. Right, there's a PA system just notifying the cabin, and we're ready. Well, we will soon be landing. So I was watching a video about Speedbird 1 and 2. But they don't have in-flight entertainment in this aircraft. So what they do is not pull the seat down. I don't know why I did that. It's just interesting for me. What they do actually, like when they give them like their tea, as we call it, or dinner, or whatever, how you would say it with your family. Different cultures say it different ways. Normally it's tea in England, us posh twats. They just give them iPads, which is actually kind of cool, and they can watch whatever they want on the iPads, because they don't have in-flight entertainment on the back of the seats. So yeah, it's 8,000 feet. I'm going to keep the speed nice and high. We'll decelerate when I do the manual heading mode, I think, so we can actually get there a bit faster. Okay. Right, if I look correctly at the map and adjust the camera, I think I can see it just in the distance. I think that is JFK there. Maybe wrong, but I think that is JFK there, which is awesome. So, apparently it is now cloudy. Winds are the same. Yeah. Temperature's the same, QNH is the same. So, I think we should be good on our landing. There's not much of a crosswind, like it's only 160 at 13 knots. So I'd expect that, well, that'll be a very, very low crosswind. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. What's our landing speed? Wow, those are some really slow landing speeds. 112. It's like, that's really slow. Never landed. I don't think I've landed a jet aircraft. Actually, no, I don't think I've landed an airliner that's slow before. I've landed like the Phenom 300, back in the days in like the Citation CRJ2 about those speeds, but never in an airliner. So that is a very slow speed. So I just need to watch that speed on the way down. Because of the high winds, I might bring that approach speed to plus 10 knots, so plus 5. So that would be 122, like so. Just to keep it nice and safe. If I'll go idle earlier, if the winds are better or not as bad as expected down there, but we'll see. Cool. Descent to 20 nautical miles. Actually, where it says that decel, I'll go into manual heading mode. You can see just here, yeah, that turn's a bit awkward there, and I don't want to do that at all. I want to give it a nice turn. So we'll turn right at heading of. Let's go with the same heading as the 315. So we'd be parallel with the runway, and then we'll spin around into 13 left. So we'll set heading 135. Not now. I'm just going to get it ready. There we go. It may reset before we get to the decel point, but we'll see. So I think maybe LaGuardia. I still got to say it. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna fly just to the east of it, just to the south of LaGuardia, sorry, which I think is that airport there. I think it's that. Got some New York towers coming in now. Oh, there we go. Got a lot of skyscrapers now loading in. That's LaGuardia coming to load in now. There we go. Awesome. Nice. So get quite close to those buildings. Get a good look at them. What I'll do one day, I'll see if I can get take off out of Tetraboro, which is the private airfield, somewhere I would say in about that area, on the mainland, and we'll take like a little VFR flight around New York City. If I get Drzewiecki design in New York City, there's JFK. That doesn't like my doesn't give me good FPS. It's a big airport, a very big airport. Not the best optimization, that is. Heathrow, I could probably get better FPS in this aircraft, and Heathrow is even more detailed. It's just not very optimized very well. Okay, down to 122 knots apparently. Let's go manual speed here, down to 210. I've got a heading of 315 ready. And I'll set vertical speed down to like 1,000 feet a minute. Set manual heading now. Actually, we got like 300 because I think I might turn a bit too early there. So we won't go parallel. So we'll keep it going this way. Pretty much flying over LaGuardia. Hopefully there's no aircraft landing or taking off, because that would be bad. But the same thing around here, air traffic. Oh, there's no air traffic for some reason. I don't know why. Right, you can take a lovely views of LaGuardia as we fly over it. I'm going to start actually swinging this round down, probably like 280, and bring the speed down to 180. Set flaps 1. And I'll get Ultimate Traffic Live started up. I think I might have crashed or something. I'm not sure why it didn't load up. Let me go and find if I can get it going quickly before we land. There we go. And we're going to bring this round now. Got the landing system online and get the approach active. No, I said the approach, not not the LNAV. So pretty much go like heading a 230, let's say. That'll be good. Yeah, I'm happy. Actually, no, I'm not happy with that. 240. I'm happy with that. Okay. We should get air traffic soon. There we go. Ultimate traffic live initializing soon. We'll do a lag spike. I think it's traffic and airport scenery loading in. There we go. I knew it wasn't going to crash because I knew what was going to happen. I knew it was just doing the lag spike. So sorry about that. Bit unrealistic, but the way we had to deal with it. There's a lot of air traffic. That's why I did it. So it was only 2 717s. Right, speed down to 170 for our final approach speed. We have caught the localizer. I'll bring this down. I'll get some vertical speed on because we might miss that glide slope. Just want to keep under it to catch it. We should catch it very soon. There we go. Lock start. We're on the glide slope. Bring us up to 4,000, which is our go around altitude. We'll set flaps 2 as well. Aircraft decelerate. Descend. There we go. Right. Let's go gear down. Gear down, thank you. That's weird. Didn't want to go that gear down for me. Might have pressed the button a bit too quickly then. Right, cool. Speed spat down to 122. Spoilers all the way out because I may have forgotten to decelerate. And flaps, actually, we can bring all the flaps out. Okay, we'll bring the speed brakes in then. Doesn't like me having them out. We are decelerating, lovely, anyway. Cool. My feet are on the pedals.
1,000.
Check. Speed's coming down. See, that's very bouncy down there. Very slow speeds. Right, let's bring the autopilot out.
Approaching 1-3 left.
There's Ras Pro telling us we're going to land soon, pretty much. And yeah, this lovely FPS Ultimate Traffic Live. Thank you for doing this to me. It's all about the realism. To be honest, the winds I swear the winds are quite variable.
500.
Bounce me about a bit. I'm trying to compensate for that. Just realised there are some runway lights in those buildings. The building we just passed right now.
100 above 300.
Check.
Minimum 200.
Continue. Oh, this approach. it's going everywhere.
70, 60, 50, 40.
Okay, I thought so now.
Retard. 10, 5.
There we go, touchdown. Garissa. All the reverse as we can. Medium auto brake. 60 knots. Reverse is in, manual braking. Nice. This is Quebec, was that Delta? We are at Delta. Okay, nice. We didn't get to come off at whiskey. It was a bit unrealistic actually, saying I could come off at whiskey. That would be extremely fast deceleration if I came off at whiskey. Right. Welcome to New York JFK. How did this aircraft get to this airport? No idea. Don't ask. Right, turn off the chrono. 5 hours, pretty much 6 hours flight time, which is about half an hour early, which is really nice. Right, we'll taxi down here on Alpha. And we'll clear up after this. Right, flaps coming up. Clear up, please. There we go. Weather radar off. Stand by on the TCAS. APU can start up. There we go. And we got ourselves a gate. I don't know what gate it wants us to go for. Wait, if I'm thinking correctly, no, I don't know. Oh, whoopsies. Bring that down. Go away. So I have no idea. GSX and Drzewiecki design. They've made weird configuration. This is Terminal 7 over here, which is where we're going to park up. So... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was going to say if they had A and B as... Like, A is 1, B is Terminal 2. But no. So we'll just go... Should we just try... How many gates are there at this one? There are 12, so this says 12. But there's aircraft parked there, so should we go for 10? Let's see if this one works then. And we will... Actually... This one right here... What is that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. Okay, we'll just park up here. See where GSX takes us. This is 6. We'll see if F6 is this one. Alliance ground. Nope. Lights off. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out. There we go. Parking brake set. That is not the parking brake. There we go. Parking brake is set. There we go. And APU is running. That's a bleed. Engines can shut down. There we go. We've got the generators switching over there. You can see the little flash of lights. I really like that little feature. It's really cool. We'll stop the timer at 6 hours and 5 minutes of block time. We will... I'm currently parked in the wrong parking position. Yes. Revoke parking services. Request deboarding. Alliance ground. This is so Jetway's our number. Nice. So what gate is this? I can find out actually. I can't once I'm using ground services. Okay, right. So that's on standby. That can actually come off now. And welcome to JFK after... Wow, jetway. There's a jetway in the way of the aircraft. Wonderful. Actually, let's turn off the beacon light and the APU. I don't like the APU being turned on, so I'm going to get the GPU connected up. Wrong one. Ground services. Traffic cones, wheel chocks, external power GPU. GPU active, APU is coming off. It's still going to be quite loud anyway. Whoa! Welcome to JFK. It's been a lovely flight in part 2 on our Speedbird 1. And next flight will be Speedbird 2, taking this bird back to London City, which will probably be 6.5 hours if this one was 6 hours long. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.